Fully God and fully human? What? Let's flip open our Bible. Wow! God's handiwork. Wow! Let's imagine we are inside our bodies, where we have millions and millions of tiny blood cells floating around. These blood cells are super important because they help carry oxygen all around our bodies. But why are they red? The answer lies in the red blood cells. These are the real stars of the show when it comes to the color of our blood. Red blood cells are like tiny delivery trucks that carry oxygen all around our bodies. But there's something special inside them that makes them red. Inside the red blood cells, there is a special protein called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is super good at grabbing onto oxygen. When hemoglobin picks up oxygen from our lungs, it turns a bright red color. Did you know that not all animals have red blood? Some creatures like octopuses have blue blood because they use a different protein called hemocyanin to carry oxygen. How cool is that? Bible vocabulary. Atone, to do something to make up for a sin that has been done. The first shedding of blood happened when God killed an animal to make clothing for Adam and Eve after they sinned to cover their nakedness. This event marked the beginning of a theme in the Bible where sin leads to death. As stated in the Bible, the wages of sin is death. Because of Adam and Eve's sin, we were in a hopeless situation and were doomed to die. And God, being a righteous God, can't let sin go unpunished. So, someone has to pay the price for our sin. So, in the old times, God commanded His people to sacrifice an animal to atone for their sins. Now, let me remind you what atone means. It is to do something to make up for the sin that has been done. Here, sacrificing the animal for the sin is the atonement. Okay, so where did I start? Yeah, God commanded His people to sacrifice an animal to atone for their sins. That was the payment. But it was temporary. People would sin and sacrifice an animal for the payment, then sin again, and the cycle of sacrifice went on and on and on. Now, this may sound horrible to us, but remember, that's how bad sin is, and God does not take it lightly because sin separates us from Him. So, He allowed humans to atone for their sins by killing the lovely animals He created. Then God came up with a permanent solution where He sent His own Son, Jesus Christ, to be born as a human for the atonement of the sins of His people once and for all. Jesus was not just God, nor was He a mere human. He was fully God and fully human. That means He healed people, brought back people from death, and forgave sins as fully God. But also as fully human, He sweated, felt sad, angry, and even felt hungry. And above all, He bled just like us. Jesus' blood is precious, not like the animal blood. Jesus lived a sinless life. He too was tempted to sin just like us, but He did not sin. He was our sacrificial lamb. His sinless blood was shed for us to pay for our sins. Now, if you believe in Jesus Christ and the blood shed on the cross for you, you receive forgiveness for the sin and are saved from death. For He paid the price once and for all. So now we can raise our voice and sing,
Death, where is your sting? your victory. He's alive, He's alive, He is risen.